Oh, Joy.
Hello.
Hello. I love your movie updates, Joy. They're always so out of left field. Just chef's kiss. Hello, everyone. We're here. Yes, I sound like shit. Regular.
You're kind of also lower on the screen. Do I need to be?
No. I was like, I realized that like my real messy part of my office was like really in focus.
Yeah,
so
sometimes it's like
adjusting it a little, and I think I may have over adjusted slightly. Okay, we're here today because we're gonna play a visual novel. We're taking a little break from the
it'll
high stress world.
Not a huge break. I mean, we're gonna keep doing that every month.
Yeah, we do. I can't. It's just this is the first other game we've ever played. Little background. Sky bought me this game as a present.
Yeah.
They have these like charity bundles for like indie games, and this was one. It was in one of those bundles, and she bought it for me.
Do we know which one it was?
I can tell you.
There were a couple of different ones within it. Within like, because I'm just curious which one it was.
My library. Purchases.
That's also the cool thing. If anyone who's into that type of stuff, and sometimes it's TTRPGs, it can be indie games like the visual novels, it can even be soundtracks and music. Like sometimes people make these really neat bundles for various charities and stuff, and usually it's a really good deal.
Yeah.
You can do like the minimum charity donation, or you can add more if you wish, because usually it's for whatever cause, fill in the blank cause.
This one was for the Ukraine.
Okay, so it was for the Ukraine war effort, and it was like early on in the Ukraine happening stuff, and they raised a lot of money. It was really neat. So I'm putting that out there for people who are interested in things like that. Kind of keeping it usually on Twitter or something. You kind of get wind of people kind of having these charity, but one was abortion, like it was kind of abortion fund type stuff. So I saw another one for Ukraine even recently. So
we love a good charity in this house. Okay,
we
really love a good charitable donation. So like these, you have these fun, like. Anyway, this is a visual novel. Let me put it on the right screen here. Hello. And it's called Arcade Spirits. I've never played. I literally just opened it to make sure it ran, and I have yet to look at anything. So
I know a little bit about it. Like, it was on my radar for a while before I saw that, but it was one of the reasons I grabbed that game bundle in the first place. And so they have this one, and then they have a sequel as well if we end up really digging this. But it looks really cute. So in case you don't know about visual novels, they can be about a variety of things. This is a dating side of that type of thing, and it looks pretty fun, and it looks really colorful.
We're finally gonna play the dating things on a game with a dating option. We never do on Idle Manager because it's creepy. It's creepy and weird.
Well, and even now that we're like not playing the so on Idle Manager, now that we're not even playing the age weirdness, it's still easier. Like it's like these are real chicas. We're not doing that.
We're not playing this game. Anyway, let's just click start. Let's see where we're going with this. Prepare for some absolutely incredible voice acting. Just on my
how do we get involved? Mostly it's going to just be, we don't really know. Like we don't know. We'll make choices at some juncture. Usually there has to be kind of an intro, like setting up the scene of what we're doing here.
When there are options, we will ask. Don't worry.
It's kind of similar to Idle Manager on that front, as far as kind of choose your own adventure type.
Data system online. New profile detected. Analyzing.
Cute.
New profile number 237771. Economic bracket. Lower middle. That's kind. That is a kind statement this game is making. Employment category. Bleak. Yep. Emotional health rating. Low. Good game.
Take a screenshot of this. This cracks me.
Why did the game have to come for me this way? Like, this is cruel. All
That's
right.
pretty good.
Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed. Please. Negative. Oh, it's saying, fuck you. This is fair, you know. Premium level assistance be requested. Please. I beg of me.
By the way, notice the little, like...
The little dude.
The little arcade dude. It's pretty cute.
Negative. No, I'm saying... pretty please?
Oh.
No. Writing denial of assistance.
You don't get an option.
For profile number 237771. Well, great. Justification. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit
no assistance.
Yeah, no. Screw me, right? Now compiling personal metadata.
Oh boy.
Oh, we get to make a person. Okay. All right. This is
the
so
pressure.
Exciting. This is so exciting. Okay, wait, no. Okay, we need hairstyle first. Okay, here are our options. Short, medium, long. What do we like, people?
How about let's throw a color on it just so we can see it a bit better. How about that?
Let's go with blue. There, yeah.
That way we can see it.
Okay, so short, very stylish. Medium, cute as heck. Long, very sleek. What do we think? I see a vote for medium. I kind of
liked the medium.
I kind of like the medium.
It has some personality to it.
All right. We got multiple skin tone options. All of them, no bad choices here. No bad options. I'm actually happy with this.
Yeah, I'd say
cool.
that's fine.
Eye color. What eye color? Ooh, pink.
Yeah, we should go with some like crazy eye color because like why not?
Demon eyes. No, let's go with purple. What do you think about purple?
Is that what you got? I think
so I got purple in there. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, clothing color. Ooh, no, that's too much. It's too much. What color do we want for this jacket? The green's kind of nice.
Green, let's like a purpley.
The purple to match the eyes.
Yeah, that's pretty
Coordinate. Pronoun? Do we want he, she, or they? How do we identify in this game? All right, we he, we she, we they.
Well,
we'll let people catch up. There's a little bit of a delay. They. Yeah, I figured as much.
We are collectively we're also collectively this character too, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, even the singular they. Okay.
I think we go with our usual. Your name is certified.
Skynet.
Skynet. Right. Skynet.
Oh, that's true. So and then.
But I don't think we get to. Oh.
Noonas is.
Skynet Noonas. Our non-binary pal, Skynet Noonas. This is fantastic. I like everything happening so far. Okay. Is this correct? Yes. Yes, that is correct. Hell yeah. Premium level assistance for profile number 237771. Skynet Noonas has been activated for the sake of their hopes and dreams. Ooh. Okay, this is so exciting. My movie, not the joy. You have to really specify what's happening because that's not what's happening. Okay, cool. So, disclaimer: we love to see it. All right. Winners don't use their eyes. Sure, if you say so. Okay. All right. This game is from 2019.
Cute. 1. It had the Mario looking.
Yeah. I like this vibe. Okay. Put your quarter up. All right. It is the future year 20. A dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. So, current vibes.
Current vibes.
Woe be to the human race, plays by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. That sounds about right. I don't know. Robots? Maybe evil robots. How's that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 20XX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro gamer celebs. This is we're being given too much realness. Internet trolls, personal assistant AIs, cheese-flavored snack foods. That sounds about right. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date, I've had no part in any of them.
Oh.
I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and a lifeguard for the community pool. Okay, this is getting too real, guys. I don't care what era of human history you live in. Kitties peeing in the pool is pretty much a consistent thing. Trust me on this.
That's funny.
As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Behold, oh god. Did they take a photo of my house? What is happening? Okay. Behold, I'm not kidding.
I enjoy the owl on the bookshelf.
I thought it was a little penguin.
Is it a porg? It's almost like a porg.
Some sort of bird-like creature. I'm kidding. I don't own a couch. This is funny. I don't have a couch because I tried to make my apartment as non-friendly to visitors as possible. So we don't have anywhere for them to sit. It was on purpose. Behold, my quaint little apartment. I can't complain, really. It's a paradise in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood staffings have been down this year. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. This is rough. This is rough, friends. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most of my family tree. Or at least I was before today. Dun, dun, dun. You got fired from another job? Juniper looks awesome. Okay. Seriously, Skynet? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs. I like the vibe. I like the vibe of what's happening here. The horrified-looking young woman would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Look at her little socks.
I was about to say, look at her socks.
Okay, Juniper, we stan already. But get off my jock about the job. It's hard out there. It's hard. Juniper's the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me. You know, like today. I don't get why you weren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share a load a little, okay? Listen, we're trying. We're trying, Juniper. Oh, do you want to do the voice of Skynet?
You want me to do the voice?
Yeah, do the voice. Do the voice.
I'm just gonna read it. Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset?
Because you actually enjoyed that job. More than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks at the very least.
I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. This is sad.
That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it?
No, I mean, the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore.
Too real, guys. This is too real.
Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do, as long as we can make the rent, right?
Wrong. I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. Juniper is giving it the realness.
Yeah, her expression, okay? The way her expression changed.
Like, no, friend. Absolutely not. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
Oh.
What's the point of us moving away from home, if not to get away from all of that? I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy. Both of us. I love Juniper already. Hey, Frankie, welcome.
Hello.
We're falling in love with this absolute queen right now.
I thought you hated your job.
No deflecting. This is about you. My mind's made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than that lifeguarding job.
She's so cute.
I love her. I love everything happening right now. Also, I want her whole outfit. Just the whole thing, top to bottom. Let's start from the top. What's like your dream?
Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech, and I forgot to put on my pants, and...
Your dream, a job.
Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I never really given it any serious thought.
Look at these shorts. They have fur. The shorts have fur. Oh, hey. I think I've got just the thing to help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code onto the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. Ooh, mystery. It's a virtual life coach app.
Oh, boy.
Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. It's totally free, too. My cousin introduced it to me.
Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower?
It would have worked if it got the fuel mixture in the water gun right. We're a positive thinker. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh?
Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess.
At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you to some good jobs. Ones with less socks and / or urine.
I'll think about it. Must be into those socks in a year.
Okay. But I don't think too long, right? Oh, we're looking like we're having a rough night tonight.
Sad.
In the end, I installed the app. I couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. See, I'm your inner monologue, and you're the actual outer voice. We worked this out. We figured it out. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough troubles in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. Ooh. Both of us have had it rough. And up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Oh, God,
we're down.
Yikes. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner all of my life. The two of us against any dark forces aligning against me. Jesus Christ, we're going through it, okay? But that's not to say that she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic? Yes. Skilled? No. That sounds like me, really. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. The main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something.
Oh
boy. Still, no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? You know what? It's true. If you're upset, just sleep about it.
That or eat, sleep, or take a shower. That
Those
fixes many things.
So many things. Right. I like the art.
Yeah.
No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time morning light leaked through the cracks in the blinds, I don't care anymore about being unemployed again. Amen. Amen, comrade. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left a note for me pinned to the tiny friends that we shared. Aww. Remember, download the app, find a dream job, make money, and sort your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app, or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Oh, shit, I didn't need to do that.
History.
History, whoops.
And we haven't saved anything either, which is maybe not great.
Return.
Does it say what our choice? It doesn't even say what our choice was.
It didn't say what our choice was. I'm so sorry. I totally double-clicked instead of one. Well, okay.
Oh, that's gonna probably boot us out of the game, won't it? We'll see.
Maybe. The little pig. Oh, I think it's a fake.
Okay.
We gotta go back in. Okay,
let's go ahead and save. Go ahead and save.
Okay, we've saved. Sorry, everyone. All right. What do I do? Okay, here we go. Believe in hope and take. I think we should believe in hope and take a risk.
Yes.
Okay. Figuring at the very least your miracle app could possibly help me find a job. I load it up, tap the icon, and... Oh. Do you want to be Iris?
So I'm not going to keep being the main character's voice?
Oh, you can be the main... Okay, then I'll be all the other... Okay, I'll be all the other main...
You're doing good at these high-voiced characters.
Hello?
Huh.
Okay, that's what I mean. Anybody else would freak over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me, I went...
Huh.
Also, it's one of those new 3D screens, so, not actually magical realism here. It's very normal in the distant future of 20-something.
Especially if we don't have a lot of money. Bye, Frankie!
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version sponsored by Pizza Yums. Did you know that when you have a pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime? Wow, would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
No thanks.
All right.
Or do we want pizza? No. Chat, tell us if we want some pizza facts.
We want pizza facts, chat. It's our pizza facts in our future.
Do we want pizza facts from Iris? Because I wonder, it would be cute if it did pop up every so often within the game, random pizza facts from Iris. I love the chat delay. Love it.
I do. I think we're okay. Oh, okay. No pizza facts. No pizza facts. All right.
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts.
Too bad.
Oh, boy. But...
I'm here to help you get your dream job house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all of your dreams come true.
Pretty tall order for an app to do, or are you some sort of wish-granting genie?
Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistant could be considered some kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere.
I glance up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment.
Motivation is something I have a ton of, honest.
I didn't know that they just used me as the protagonist of this visual novel. I'm just
That's super. I'm really looking forward to working with you. But before we begin, do you have any questions?
Sure. Why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already had voice-activated assistant AI. I can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings, and it'd work just as well.
Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program, with more heart. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. Between you and me, they really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but they couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more?
I think we need
we want the tutorial.
Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way you can be the sort of person you want to be.
Okay.
This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot 5 different identity identifiers connected to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically.
That's cute. Sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y.
That's correct. My branding game is on point. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just a thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. A steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account.
Oh.
Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic, and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses. Go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take the basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Okay, so the safe option. Time, I'll build up a personality profile for you based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you're predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you.
So what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy. Oh, and never speak, basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad. Hello, Jesse, don't be dead.
Don't be dead, be alive. Heck no, they're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, right? Just be you or us. We're a unit now. Us as a team.
All of us.
All of us together. Now, let's see where my patent pending identity identifier system. How do you feel about dad jokes?
Oh, so now we're doing a quiz. Okay. Hi, jokes, I'm dad. I don't tell jokes, non-jokes. Sorry, what's a dad joke? It's sad to not know what a dad joke is. Gotta be honest about that.
It'd be a little too sad. Like, I know what I would pick, but...
I know it. I mean, we like to crack jokes a lot.
We do.
We like a good pun.
We do like a good pun or play on words.
I mean, I vote the first one.
I vote the first one, too.
Okay. We want to be fun. We're having fun, dagnabbit.
Despite how dour we were in the first intro to this game, we want to be fun. That's you.
Hi, jokes, I'm dad. Sorry, I was reading comments. Oh, did you see the little +1 that happened? The little, like...
We get a little plus one humor.
Seriously? Seriously.
Oh, sorry. I keep reading. Hey, I never said I was good at dad jokes, just that I could go for them.
So now that you've seen the identity indicators in action, do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make an informed decision? Yes. Yes, we absolutely do. Yes, we do. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll see indicators in all their glorious color.
I imagine we'll be a mix of them. What if I'm colorblind? Hey! True.
That's why they're also uniquely shaped icons. Don't worry, I got your back.
Iris is accessible, dagnabbit.
Iris, loving it, Iris.
Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now. Will you look at that? Such a strong personality. This is
super cute.
I thought that it was gonna be.
You asked me a single question.
Up to a great start, I'd say.
And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality?
Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify it a little bit. Anyway, studies show that achievements, or Chivos, as the kids say, encourage app engagement.
Do the kids say Chivos?
What kids, Iris? Excuse me.
Okay, well, what's the empty space on the left?
Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, they'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. The dating
it'll be like the intimacy calculation.
So keep in mind, we gotta pick a lover. So once they start giving us options, start marking down who you like best as a lover. No kids are saying that.
Relationship scores. Wonderful. So, will you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life?
Skynet. You're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them, and it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. There's no cheating necessary. Just relax and have fun. You can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key. Okay, or click the score in the upper right corner of your screen. All right.
Score. Very gamified.
And that's everything. Ta-da!
Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job? I only downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking a quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that?
Why, it'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
You can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in the room right now?
Is this ghost in the room with us right now?
Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule.
No, silly. I mean your spirit. Your hopes, your dreams, your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Romance? Seriously?
Seriously. Often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too.
Listen, we know Iris is a shipper, okay?
She's starting even when there's not candidates.
Workplace dating. Well, that's a recipe for disaster, and hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kind of awkward. Good advice. Good advice. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out of the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. Meet the right person. Why put it off? Okay, listen, we just got to keep our eyes out for the lover options, all right? How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Oh.
This is going to be yes or no, isn't it? Okay.
Okay.
Sure, I'm open to the possibility if I meet anyone nice. Romance with flirty first impressions. Let's stay focused. I'll play it cool on day one, at least. Romance without flirty first impressions. I'm just not interested in romance, Iris. No romance, just friendships. Hey, that's cool that's an option. I legitimately want to emphasize that. Like, that is really cool. Like, it would actually be really fun to go back and see just what the friendship aspects would be. Like, that would be really neat.
I say let's go with the middle, because we want to open ourselves up, possibly, if we see someone.
But I would not... we could come out with our guns blazing, but I'd really prefer not to.
Let's not do that.
Right now, I'd rather focus on finding a career. Any sweet lovin' can come later if I feel like it.
That's fine. I'm sure as you get to know people better, romance will eventually bloom. Or not. It's up to you, really. Now, let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata.
Aha! I knew it. This is some kind of scam. I'm going to wake up in a bathtub of ice, missing a kidney.
Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor. Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry. I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax. I won't share information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized?
Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here. Just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still, 18th time's the charm, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Analyzing. Please enjoy this recorded music.
So, do I just stand here, or...
Waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview 30 minutes from now.
Oh my gosh.
Nicer than those, please. I don't think that's too much to ask.
What?
For your interview, silly, you'll want to look your best.
But we just... How did I land my dream job in 20 seconds flat?
Simple. I'm awesome like that. Now, get a move on. You need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus, and that's 9 minutes away.
Well, this is happening. But I do have a chance to get off this runway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could. I think we want to get dressed.
We will get dressed for the job interview.
We've already gone through this so far. A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right away rather than humble the app. Very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. But me, I was already dressed before she finished that sentence.
The way the personality is set up from this is hilarious.
I didn't know that they made a game about me personally. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims at serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shoe shop job at best. But, well... Ooh.
What is the green heart?
The green heart's heartfelt.
Oh, sincere. Like, that's the sincere one?
Yeah, like the kind one, yeah.
And then the star, what was that one?
That was the brash. Like,
oh, the kind of combative personality.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably go with the middle one.
This one?
Yeah.
As much as I genuinely enjoyed being a lifeguard, I can't say I've always found true direction in life yet. I assumed I never would, honestly. When I was young, yeah, I guess I had hopes. I had dreams. Maybe what Iris called a spirit. After things went south for my family, I learned to put all that aside, but assuming Iris wasn't out for my kidneys, what if it's not too late? This is a rough game, guys.
It is a rough game from the start, man.
So I thought, one last time I'll have some optimism, some faith. And as I came to realize weeks later, it turns out I was right to have faith in my spirit. Oh, thank God.
Aww.
It turns out okay. Woo! Okay. Where are we going? All right. The bus dropped me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building. Although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that.
I'm enjoying the boring clothing store and the whole story.
Pengy Barber Shop. This is a real reputable looking strip mall.
Wub Sub instead of Subway. Wub Sub.
This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of the 1900s, places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into as tight a space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded-up health spa that was once called Lattes and Enemas, which sounds, What do you think?
I think there's two things no human being should ever combine.
No, I mean about your future place of work.
I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook.
The one in the middle, silly.
What? Behind the arcade?
It is the arcade.
Huh.
Trust me on this. I reference and cross-reference and cross-reference your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job.
My dream job? Really?
With 99.97% accuracy, yes.
I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big businesses in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs. 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But, well, restaurants are popular too. And for everyone who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold. And sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. I love this stock photo. Video games weren't always this popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980-something, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad like hula hoops, with no mainstream acceptance. For instance,
I want to say that hula hoops were mainstream accepted.
That's true. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to photo. This is savage. You know about video game history. They tried to kill it. They tried. This game was complete poop butts. Like, poop from a butt. It's massively overproduced. It ruined video games for years.
Oh, that's so funny.
Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. The game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? All right.
It hurts. It hurts.
Yeah. The mind boggles.
It does, doesn't it?
But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused.
Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but... I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure?
99.97% sure.
Won't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying, but short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in,
Ooh.
15 years. Huh. I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them.
Do we have a dark history? Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework.
Trust me, when I said I was 99.97% sure, I meant it. This is not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math, deadly serious. My coders made me be the warm, personable friend of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need. Right here, right now.
And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job...
What makes you think that's going to happen?
Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle, because things rarely work out.
It's dark.
Sad. You always have to be ready for the worst. That's why I take things in stride these days.
Does that mean you shouldn't even try?
I open my mouth to protest, and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. And besides, what is my dream anyway? That's what I was asking myself when I left the house this morning. I don't know what I want from life. I've been coasting aimlessly for years. When things started running downhill for my family, I had to grow up fast, put aside silliness like wanting to be an astronaut, and take what I could get. Now, thanks to Iris, I've got a shot at taking something a little bit better than what I usually get. I owe it to myself to try and be happy and paid. Not just paid. So I opted to push on through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. We haven't had any pizza facts yet, everyone.
I demand some pizza facts.
I would like a pizza fact. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. And it's early in the morning on a weekday. It's not too packed with gamers. Although it's so packed with games, I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. And once I'm struck by something odd.
I actually recognize most of these games.
Neat!
Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it, like really old. Although I don't recognize the game with the stage lights and things. Maybe it's karaoke? Or dancing? A Japanese import?
Checking! That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Mihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards.
Huh. I recognize most of these. Whoa, is that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screens is new to me.
Fist of Discomfort. There's some incredible titles.
Fast Cars.
It's Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years.
2 genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. And over here is an old lady.
Ooh, loving the vibes. Look at this outfit.
I love the Pac-Man earrings.
Chef's kiss.
Sorry, ma'am. I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences.
Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile. Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
The what?
Francine's Arcade's Funplex. Don't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first 2 words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. But now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
Ooh. All right, everyone. All right, chat. We want to go fun. We want to go bold. We want to go basic.
Yeah. What are you feeling, Natalia?
I kind of like the middle option myself.
Yeah, to me, it doesn't seem combative this time or anything. It's a cute, sounds cute to me. I don't think it'd be bad.
It's always dealing with that delay as we sit here for a weirdly long amount of time.
I'm seeing if I can see. Snake Runner, but it's SNEK.
Snack Runner.
Castle Crunch. I can't. Pingy. The penguin.
The penguin game. There seems to be a penguin theme.
Cute.
All right, we're not getting any responses.
Well, not yet, anyway. I don't want to.
Well, I don't think the delay's that much. I think it's only 5 seconds. Our chat. How's your chance?
We're probably going with the middle one.
Oh, with the middle one.
Sorry if it's the delay's fault. A magical space fairy or something that lives in my phone told me to come here to find my dream job.
Hello, I'm the magical space fairy, apparently.
I half expected her. Nope, you can read.
Do you want me to read that, to help you, especially with your voice? I half expected her to send me packing. Pretty impulsive of me to just talk about Iris like that, but she took it in stride.
Oh, hello. My, what they can do with technology these days. I really do marvel at what amazing things young people have in the year 20... Although I'd simply love to take a sledgehammer to these blasted video game consoles that eat at my bottom line.
She said with such a kind-hearted and warm smile.
Please call me Francine, as in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband. Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved, having intensely physical relations with me.
This lady is fucking amazing. Okay. Look at that grin. She's like,
That's information I needed to know. Yes.
And you are?
Skynet Noonas, ma'am.
Very well. Shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out here, but it is rather noisy, isn't it?
Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway?
Oh, eventually you just sort of learn how to filter out all the beeps and the boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I found, but in the end...
Done. She quirks an eyebrow.
Well now, that's faster than the others. Not bad. So shall we see what you're made of?
This way, please. I really hope there's no actual, video game skill necessary in this aspect of this visual novel.
Francine leads me down a dark hallway past public restrooms. Oh, there's another pinky thing.
Open there, baby.
And into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe.
I wonder if we can romance Francine. Natalia's immediate question.
Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been so overworked lately. Please have a seat and we'll begin.
As quirky as this place and its owner might be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for 12 jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once, I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but the point is I'm confident, prepared, ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what kind of dinosaur would you be?
What?
If you were a dinosaur, what kind of dinosaur would you be?
Right. Okay, maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem. Go with the flow. Let's do this.
Ooh. This is a tough call. I would say pterodactyl myself.
Yeah, I mean, the second and third ones are cute. Let's go with the second one.
Let's go with the second one. Pterodactyl.
I've always wanted to be a bird, so wait, no. All dinosaurs are basically birds. Let me rephrase. I've always wanted to be a flying bird, so pterodactyl, swooping down and catching updrafts, staying way away from meat eaters.
Really? How exciting! Even if technically speaking, pterodactyls are not dinosaurs.
Some fun dinosaur fact for y'all.
What's your favorite snack?
Now, what is your favorite snack, Sky?
Snack? If this was a favorite food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos. Always tacos. But snacks?
Pizza bagels. Say pizza bagel. With pizzas on a bagel, you can have...
Hush you.
Come on now, dear. I haven't got all day.
After giving a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack?
Now, okay. In real life, all dressed chips is a Canadian delicacy.
You're gonna have to define what that means.
It's a flavor of chip in Canada. It defies explanation. Like, unless you've had one, it's sort of like it's a little vinegary, but also like a little bit smoky, but not. Listen,
sounds like a lot going on.
It's a delicious chip. Now, I don't. Every time I see tasty apple with almond butter, I'm like, all right, that's your favorite snack? That's your favorite snack?
And so quirky or jokey being tacos, or I don't know. I don't really see that as quirky. You can have snack tacos.
You got tacos all the time.
Tacos are a main food group, right? Tacos or burritos are a main food group. I say tacos.
I think we go tacos.
Tacos and only tacos. There's no other sustenance.
It's a full meal, man. I can see you're a person who knows exactly what they want and how to get it.
Oh my.
You know what they say, you are what you eat. This grin, I think Francine's a clown.
Just. Next question.
Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. It's really not that odd.
It's a little odd, but it's not that odd.
I braced myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
Oh.
Okay, this is a good question.
Is this interview for real or is this a dream? As I look into Francine's deadpan expression, I know she's 130% serious. Engineering, medical, to be honest, I'd probably get eaten on day 1.
Now, I know what my actual answer is, and Sky has witnessed what I'm about. She's witnessed in person me do this. I can cook on an open flame. So I can keep us fed with this campfire business. What do we think?
Should we say engineering?
We've never done one of these ones before.
And this seems like an okay one to do that one. Sure. I'm essentially MacGyver. I can make anything out of string, a match, and a screwdriver. Especially if what you want is a screwdriver wrapped in burning string.
Good. We'll need someone to build makeshift defenses and think quickly in case we get surrounded. Francine, I like the vibes. I like the outfit. I like the vibes. Loving it. An inventive brain is always a critical role in any survival. One more thing. Why are you here?
The question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that it takes me off guard. I told you, the magical space fairy in my phone sent me here to find a job.
You're seeking a job, true. But that doesn't really answer my question now, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at the time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck, but, well, I saw it as something else, something more than a way to make a large piles of quarters. Bye, Joy. Thank you for coming.
Look at the expression change.
And I expect you'll find others working here see it as something more, too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie, and for my friends, it lies with the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last very long. So I ask you again, why are you here?
To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than a vague hope that maybe this time I wouldn't lose everything. But that's just enough motivation to face each day, no more than that. It wouldn't be enough to answer her question. I needed to actually think this through.
Ooh, these are all good options.
To be honest, I don't know yet. I'm looking for the sincere one.
I like the sincere one too.
I like the sincere one because really that's what the character needs right now. Understand I'm not whining or looking for pity, but my life has been a complete mess for over a decade. In and out of jobs, taking what I can get, settling, compromising. I gave up on hoping for something better a long time ago. But, well, the people in my life who are close to me keep encouraging me to try and chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to your question. But I won't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job, I was lifeguard, and that takes a lot of focus. I'll be just as attentive in helping your Funplex.
That. Oh my, a rather serious occupation, that.
And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it?
Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work. Which makes Francine smile in turn.
I can't say I offer a role with such high stakes, but you'll be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here. Very well, I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work.
I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure, and yet it felt appropriate, like it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties.
I'm just gonna quickly
save.
Yeah.
It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I'd accepted really involved. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk.
Welcome to your new position, Skynet.
Sitting here, you mean?
Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes.
I glance at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display.
Well, for prizes, at any rate. It's such a relief. I've really been stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill the thin since the position was vacated.
If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting?
Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500-ticket plush dolls down someone's throat. Poor dear, he just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I've no patience for such nonsense.
I'm sorry. The last person to work this desk was your grandson?
Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle the paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's plumb tired me out. And then some. I'll be in the back office if you need me.
Okay, then.
Look how happy and cute we are.
We are cute. I adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. I could have lost hope then and there that this job would even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Well, that's cute, right?
Okay, who we meeting next?
Any minute now.
This game is so bleak so far.
Our expression is not pleased. I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now, and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass, or a colored pencil set, or a light-up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I start wondering if one of those 500-ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat.
All right, hello.
This will be Gavin, I bet, because he has a vest on.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Nope, just walking right on by me, his head buried and reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Was he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break or unwashed or unemployed game aficionado. In fact...
Ooh. No,
the top one.
I thought he was a cool dude.
Yeah. Most guys are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans. Not this guy. Even in an arcade, he was sharp like a linoleum knife. In fact, the rather pointed look he's offering me after doubling back is rather linoleum knifey too.
You know, listen, look at this Dorito chip motherfucker. Cool dude. All right. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine?
I've had some work done.
No, see, I know what I would say.
What would you say?
I definitely like this one. I think
you would be that snarky to someone that could be your coworker?
No, I would think it though. I would probably do this one.
Yeah, I'd probably do the top one too. Hello, I'm Skynet Noonas, your new hire. I'm looking forward to working with you.
You don't look too happy to be working with us.
Yeah. He relaxes somewhat on hearing that. Somewhat.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gusto for an octogenarian and loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So, she explained the job to you, gave you the papers to sign.
She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on.
Hey, we found Gavin! That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper. I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes. I kind of like Gavin's vibe. Right, so as you've no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes, but that's the least part of your job.
There's more to it than that?
You're the floor attendant. You attend the floor.
What, the carpets?
The floor, the arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out the problems. Technically, you're a second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office making sure this whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. We should hire him for help on the Noonas. Party llamas need help. That's why Francine loves filling it. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as you have likely gathered.
He's not bad.
That's not to say you're alone out here. I am in your corner at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone?
Of course. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently has a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom.
Listen, he's efficient, you know? You ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before?
Shoe sales.
Smelly socks.
You have no idea.
Right. Well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. If I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi, in that order.
Who and who?
You'll meet them soon enough. Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. I like Gavin.
Yeah.
Understood.
What do you think the scales? This isn't my first pony ride, you can rely on me?
I think so. Either that one or that one.
Yeah, I'd say the second one. It's not my first explosive ordnance test. I've worked retail and food service, and I've worked as a lifeguard at a pool. Managing stress in difficult situations, even life or death ones, is something I've got experience in. You can rely on me. Gavin nods approvingly. Oh, we got a +1 with a Gavin face. Woo!
Good. I like to hear that. If you could handle yourself and exercise good judgment, you'll last a hell of a lot longer than the last guy who sat there. If you stay clear and honest with me, and you do your work and do it well, we'll get along swimmingly. I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please don't add to my problems.
Magical arc of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture, but his expression softens somewhat afterwards.
I take it Francine told you her theory that this is more than just a job, more than just an arcade.
That's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, that's because optimization is a factor of my job. Everyone working here wants to work here. This is where they belong for one reason or another. Me, I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos, specifically.
Oh.
The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can find happiness in their lives. Everyone in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by her. This is a really, intense conversation for your first meeting of your manager. Prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see that never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years and desperately propping up a semi-failing business. You're like Gavin. Gavin gets it. So, you'll find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me, the last guy to sit there burned out hard. Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits? I think... I feel like the first one's the best one, but... No, listen, we like his honesty.
So, like, the third one?
Yeah, I think the third one.
You won't have any issues with me. I'm a solid worker. Gavin nods, satisfied.
Thank you. I suppose that's a good starting point. We could build from there. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's.
But since I'm already staying here, you'd rather I stick around?
That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, it would help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi could likely use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Ooh.
Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else.
Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through the door there, the one next to the UFO catcher, the crane game. To use layman's terms.
Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to his office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. My first coworker ended up slightly less of a cool guy than I thought he'd be.
I think he's pretty cool.
He's not a jerk, definitely. I get where he's coming from. Plus, I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I figure I can give this guy an honest chance.
Listen, we're very open. We're open to people.
Anyway, I should go meet my next coworker, this Naomi that he mentioned. Although I can swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now.
All right, we're ready to meet another potential lover.
A double door marked with employees only, also with an apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside.
All right, what cutie patootie we meeting now?
In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of in myth and legend.
Oh, crop top. We love to see it.
A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh, I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metal fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop.
Well, that's not good. You should open that window. There's a window. Yeah. Open it.
Excuse me. For lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense.
Huh. Cute. Hello. Hey, this room is for employees only.
She said with no apostrophe.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Skynet Noonas. I'm the new floor attendant starting today.
Oh. Hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my text. Whoops. Okay. This is me.
Yes. She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench where a huge stack of green notification messages lies in wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her.
I think the first one. We're not scientists.
This room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated. With the heavy doors closed behind me, I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. But what I first noticed is her smile. Even when squinting to see the tiny components on the circuit board, even when laser focused, she was smiling happily.
Aw, cute.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! I'm pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me around now.
He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
Really? What happened last time?
I dropped it.
Oh, right. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place with the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to the other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in the largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen the inside of these things. It's weird. There's a lot of empty space, a couple large slabs of circus, and that beefy monitor.
Oh, that beefy monitor. I feel like it would be the first one.
Not the third one?
Maybe the third one, yeah.
I'd say the third one. I admit, I don't know much of anything about how arcade games tick. I figured it would be packed full of circuits and things. Naomi keeps working, using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks.
It could be packed in tighter, like a bar top or a cocktail cab. I say uprights favor form over functionality. I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. But Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down. But I prefer American style. Ours have more room for the art.
She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the keyring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's genuine joy in her smile, not just a job well done, but at looking at the whole thing, like it's a fine sculpture.
Ooh, I love classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, that bezeled artwork.
The what on the what and the what artwork? With a sigh, Naomi points out key features to me.
The strip across the top with the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience.
As for me, well...
Obviously.
Second one, yeah.
This is the right choice.
The way she stares lovingly at this, well, honestly, this box of wooden circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff. I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself. All of it is part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator or on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Oh, we got a +1 with Naomi.
She's real cute. She's real cute.
Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny.
Finally! So few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers.
Gavin? Uh-oh. What's wrong with Gavin?
Okay, well, don't get me wrong. I can get along with him generally. But his whole attitude just... All he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running. Yeah, but I just know if he'd had his way, he'd gut the whole place.
Look at her face.
Anyone's going to ruin the fun like it's him. Mark my words. It's inevitable.
That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with, and what's more... Gavin gave me the whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a pretty sore point here, a long-standing argument that the new person really shouldn't get involved with.
Smart.
And yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. I'm not sure I should prod it, but I kind of want to know, too.
Ooh.
Wouldn't you just let her keep talking?
Yeah, I think I would.
Just let her keep talking.
Ugh, I get so mad just thinking about what evil money-minded schemes he's probably cooking up. No, I'm not going to get worked up. Besides, it's not right of me to dump all this workplace gossip.
+1.
We're getting in good with Naomi, let me tell you.
You seem like a good person, and you love arcade games like I do.
Do you? Do we?
Do we? I'm
right.
Not sure.
Let's get back to work, shall we? Now, for the less fun part. You seem like a strong, strapping kind of person. Well, a strong person, at least.
Well, you're a person.
I'm semi-insulted then.
Okay, let's get to it.
Right. Okay, a little to the left. My left, dude. No, careful. Okay, now forward, right, correct. I mean, no, turn to the right. Keep it coming, and there. Careful. Tip it into place. Victory.
I gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box slotting into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheeled dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy, especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again.
Okay, I'm glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes is finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but thanks for helping me out, Skynet. I think you're gonna do great here.
I'm happy to help. Oh, right, stomach growling. Food required. Except, I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
Now I'm just talking to your butt. If you had a pizza on a bagel...
Shh. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but...
Oh, no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's the cheapo Wub Sub sandwich place, but even that stuff is super tasty. You don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know. Wait right here.
And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole.
Lunchtime! Here you go.
She presses a box lunch into my hands.
It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned them from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good, healthy things.
Wait, you're giving me your lunch?
Sure, why not?
And yet, when I first walk in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly.
We're besties now. We're besties now.
What'll you have for lunch then?
Oh, I can just get some nachos from the vending machine or go hit the whole store next door. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway.
But you said eating healthy was important?
See you after lunch.
I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to go get some junk food instead.
Love the vibes.
I'd say Naomi definitely fits in with Francine's ideals for this arcade. She's got a love for these games, and it shows. And give me her lunch, me, a total stranger, that's a kindness I don't know if I deserve, but I appreciate it all the same. So, a bento box. I've only seen these in anime. It's cute, and hopefully has plenty of calories, too. Armed with my box of health food, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. I like the way everything's worded.
Yeah,
it's so cute. Too. But, like, not too cutesy. Like, it's fun. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. Oh, shoot. I didn't know that we were like Five Nights at Freddy's-ing.
Yeah, we're
jump scare.
Jump scare.
Incoherent screaming, coherent screaming, await death. That is hilarious.
So I assume this is like, this is what the fuck. And this is, I think,
Incoherent screaming?
I think it goes.
Okay. With my mind and body screaming wildly, my paralyzed form is unable to move from the vision of terror before me. The half-person, half-animal waves their appendages in front of me, likely closing in for the kill.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Waking Nightmare is the name listed.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Ah, right. I see.
It looks like you stabilized. I was worried I scared the life right out of you. Hey, so, I'm sorry if I traumatized you, really. Can we, start over, maybe?
I nod my head slowly, although that could just be a muscle spasm from my being in shock.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Skynet.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret, identity.
What's the Funplex what now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was the off-the-scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
No.
Oh. I thought you had recognized Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex, after all.
Oh no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here since when?
Today? This morning, to be specific?
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex! I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered over every wall that you had to know more. You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right up to the employees-only door. But how did you know the door code? Of course. You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell out of Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed. Next, you needed to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code just to find me.
It just keeps going and going. I was thinking the first one.
I feel like it would be kind with the first one.
The way she just takes the idea and runs with it. A lot of people might find that weird, but I kind of dig it.
We like her weird, cringy self.
Shows a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something.
And how would you have snuck out? I wonder. I could have helped, but for a price.
Ashley finally realizes she's been blabbing to herself for a good couple of minutes.
Oh, whoops. Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job a little more interesting.
Is it really that dull here?
No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children, and broken machines.
You aren't really painting the best picture here.
Ah, geez. I didn't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish and dreams to fulfill and cosplays to make.
Cosplay?
She's one of us.
As we switch topics, she's like a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles.
Yeah, you know, like dressing up like your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are.
Empowering? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats.
Definitely. Do you want to try? You got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want.
Whoa.
In fact, I made this one.
I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell when her hands are feathers. So, Pinky, is your creation intentionally?
Yeah, it looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it?
Ooh.
Probably the last one.
I go for either the first one or the last one.
Oh, the first one's like, I suck at making things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first one's fine.
I'm all thumbs. Oh, sorry, it's you. That's you.
No. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed, though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly, you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes.
Aw, thanks.
Plus one.
It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the Funplex to liven up the crowds and get people pumped to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it.
That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowds to pump or kids to be adored by.
So, secret between you and me?
Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in and glances around the room and then talks in a hushed tone.
I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off.
Huh. Limbs falling off seems bad.
Oh, it was. Yesterday, I was dancing with a little girl. She must have been like 5, 6 years max. Anyway, we were next to Showtime stage when she tugged on my arm, and off came the arm. The girl instantly started bawling.
Well, at least you're constantly scaring people, and it's not just me.
Hey now. I don't want it to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. So what about you? So you're Carl's replacement?
I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend the floor. The floor is the thing I am attending to when I'm not going into cardiac arrest.
At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure.
I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud.
I assume we've already met Francine, but have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet?
Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other.
Right?
Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh.
I wish they would just hurry up and make out already.
Yeah. Wait. Seriously? So, are they going out?
No. But they always pick like this old married couple. It's a classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Skynet.
Consider them marked.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep. Skynet. What's the sound?
Drat, I set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat.
That's no good. Skynet needs their calories. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit.
Fair enough. Thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recesses of the inhuman mask. And as I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, wow, it occurs to me that I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet.
I like Ashley. I think she's some good vibe.
Let's see.
I love her enthusiasm.
The top, she seems sweet.
She's sweet and weird. I love it.
The way Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about things she's passionate about and just warms my heart. Her beaming energy just lights up the whole room. Yes.
I feel like we just see the positive part of everyone. We're just like, yeah, everyone's great. We love everyone.
I wonder if one day I'd be that excited about something. Anyway, with lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday began. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out, school's done, and late rising pros are heading out to their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor looking for problems, or potential problems, or just making sure everything's a-okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my coworkers. Good first impressions, at any rate. Cooperation's going to be a must. I've had awful coworkers before, and they can really drag down your day.
It's true. It's true. It be true, though. It be true, though.
Hang on. No time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them. Which do I tackle first? Should we go ahead and save?
Well, I can't yet. We have to pick one
first.
Oh,
okay.
Sorry.
An irate customer near Mr. Movie's. Someone cursing up a store near the Fist Discover. A large crowd around. Wouldn't it be the irate customer?
Yeah, I think we just go in this order.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just...
My mutant floor attendant... Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. I quickly rush all of 30 feet to the scene of the crime already in progress.
Come on! Hurry the F up and finish your game! Hey, you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier.
Note to self, ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yes, I'm Skynet, floor attendant.
Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. I want this to wrap up his damn game so I can play.
Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume mask, but I can feel her wince as the man curses up a blue streak. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum.
You get this fast piece of off this game, and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want.
Figuring I ought to hear the fat piece of the side of the story before rushing to judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder.
Oh.
And he doesn't even notice my tapping.
Sir, hello. Hello. Okay, we like a big boy up in here.
So I tap again, twice. Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee, thank you, Naomi, which reads Moopy.
You know the game's full name?
Sure, I played a lot when I was a kid.
So it's Pac-Man, is what I'm seeing here.
With a little wizard, which is on his shirt. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and monsters and stuff?
Yeah.
A bit terse, as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting on 714,900 points.
Numbers are hard.
Numbers! Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or, as this other guy could probably put it, there's a high score.
Excuse me?
Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game?
No. I'm keeping good pace here. Plenty of livestock, on par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen.
Somehow the thick arcade jargon...
He was British! Okay. Future voice acting.
Well, we didn't know. Sounds classier when draped in his British accent, like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the games too. He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament.
Okay. I can't do a British accent. What the fuck am I doing? That was like California. Okay. I'm not good with accents.
It's fine. At first, I think he's stepping away to end the game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Will
this cover it? I'm not going to try. I don't want to embarrass myself
fine.
Again. Sorry, everyone. I can't do it.
For the moment, I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and they roll around in bed covered in money and, cover what exactly?
The cost of the game. The game itself.
I've never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s. Dude's rolling in Benjamins. One moment, please.
On it?
Fortunately, Iris already gave my messenger apps open for me with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in. Customer wants to buy Moopy for $3,000. What do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we paid $200 for it, plus parts, yes, absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi going to react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make 15-fold profit? It also feels kind of weird taking advantage of this guy's lack of grasp on the real cost of an old arcade machines. I knew all this workplace drama was going to catch up to me at some point, but this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision.
Ooh. Sold to the video game playing bear. Ooh. Yeah.
Was that a fanfic title?
It sounds like it could be. It will be soon.
I bet there's Arcade Spirits fanfic. I bet there is.
I don't even think this needs to be Arcade Spirits. Like I feel like that is a title. It's probably Omegaverse too. Let's be real. we know the fan fiction community.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think the third one is like safe?
Well, that's what it's supposed to be. I kind of like the first one.
The game was 200, but I'm not sure we should sell. It's still kind of the same thing. So yeah, we could go with the first. I feel like the second one is going to get us in trouble.
Like, I don't think Naomi's going to be happy with us.
No, I think she's going to be pissed. Like, I don't think she'd like that. It's fine. The game was $200, but I'm not sure we should sell. I think that's fine.
Yeah, it's a good compromise.
It's an older game and actually only cost us about $200, but, well, it's part of the arcade, sir. I expect this apparent gazillionaire to protest at not getting his way. But he's smiling.
You're right. This is Mr. Moopy's home after all. I'm still trying.
We got a +1. We got a +1. We don't even know his name, and we got a +1.
I'm still sad.
You did good.
I did it okay. It was. Let's compromise. Okay, I got it. That was it. Okay. I'll pay you $1,000 American and own the game, but you keep it here. I did it, guys. I did it. I remembered what British accents sort of sound like. And in return, I get to play as long as I want, provided no one's already playing. That way, I can keep chasing the score, but your arcade stays whole. I hate to break up a loving family.
Naomi will be relieved to hear that. Even if Gavin may flay me for passing up $2,000.
Good. I'd hate to make Naomi cry. How could I live with myself?
Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we had kind of been ignoring that he exists.
What the what, man? What kind of an arcade is this? But I'm going to Deco's Palace. Good riddance, sir.
And we just lost a customer, stomping his way out the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Now, I feel like we should be focusing on the people with icons, not the randos. So
and large quantities of money.
Yes.
On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into the cold.
What a disagreeable fellow.
As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing, eating pellets, zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes.
That's right, Amanda. We don't need that goose vibes. Bad vibes.
With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo rich guy actually is.
I think we're
Top one.
We're kind to people.
Take it from someone wallowing around in the lower tax brackets. The rich can do whatever they want, whenever they want. And yet, that's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He just wanted to play, that's all. And why? Because of Naomi. Because of the Funplex. It's a home and a family for the games and for us. Maybe it's the best I sent the rando out the door in favor of this guy. So, you know Naomi? He's happy to talk, even while playing.
Of course, I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy. Percy? What did
Percy?
My name's Percy. I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
That's me, Skynet Noonas, arcade wrangler.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
So, you've seriously just been playing Moopy all day, huh?
What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once, had it in my flat, but playing it by myself all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
The beeps and the boops?
No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in a real-world conditions. It's all about the emotions, the laughter, the tears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play it at my finest. Naomi gets that. She keeps Moopy in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score.
What's the current world record, then?
About 3.5 million.
This guy has been standing here since I was working the morning shift. Hours and hours. And he's still only about 720k into his game. Can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. Guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber and the bladder of tungsten.
I just left a few extra lives drained out whenever I need to go pee.
Also, he may be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to his game, but burning questions. They burn like fire. How is it that he can afford this game?
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm not sure I like any of those answers. The top one?
Yeah, let's go with the top one.
If you don't mind me commenting on it, there's a lot of money to just have on your person. What do you do for a living?
This and that.
He doesn't really seem to care to talk about his work, not in a guarded way. It's just less interesting than his current maze.
I think he's a spy.
I was distracted by this.
Listen, we love a good throuple, okay?
Maybe he's actually the head of an international diamond smuggling ring. They hide the stones inside arcade games.
Day trading.
Huh?
Day trading. Stocks and bonds. Anybody can do it if they have a head for the numbers. It's really nothing important.
Or maybe he's a day trader.
I don't feel people are defined by their work. I know the arcade is home to those who've made the passion to the work, but it's the passion that matters more. It's my passion's the same as anyone, and I look forward to learning yours as well.
Oh!
Okay, Percy. When I'm not deep in the middle of a game, I mean.
He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing.
Be seeing you, Max Noonas.
Yet another weird encounter in a string of weird encounters. By the end, he sounded more like high-score junkies you hear in documentaries, obsessed, driven, kind of strange. But that's not the impression I had of him from the beginning. He smiled when talking about not splitting up the arcade. There's something more going on here. But, well, he's a Funplex regular. There'll be plenty of time to learn more later. I've got work to do. Let's see what to handle next.
Okay. I think we just go next.
Yep.
Next down the list.
There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where Fist of Discomfort is being played. I remember Iris telling me all about it earlier today while I was bored to death at the ticket desk.
Fist of Discomfort, or FOD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home a record of $5 million prize pot.
That's a lot of moolah.
And how?
Okay, so how does it work?
It's a hybrid real-time strategy and button mash brawling. Fight your way down to the top and bottom lanes, clearing several waves of ninjas to finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchased items, and ninja summons. FOD is a sheer elegance in its simplicity, the way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection.
So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo.
I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played by the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay.
All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these words are that.
Okay, we got some real characters here.
What in the actual was that?
No, these are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of.
You've got to be knitting me. There was no way that is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even connect. Game. All night long.
Ha! Get wrecked!
Rando Calorifian.
Oh, that's good.
This is far from over, Scrub. I saved up something a little extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for hard. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll for my dojo? Whoops, my bee.
Wait, what? You haven't been farming. How could...
XP share techniques with creep waves. Take this. 5-fold explosive death claw dog machine.
What? How did you defeat me? No!
Get wrecked, fodder. No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
Oh, yeah. My dry eyes painfully blinking makes me realize I've been staying there watching Tilly during this whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in, couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face.
Hey, kid, what are you staring at? I've never seen a champion of my caliber before.
Oh,
I love the confidence.
Seeing as I didn't even know how to begin to even consider how to respond to her question, I opt to take a moment and collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. The jacket she's wearing identifies her as a member of L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team.
Now, this ain't my first wrangle with an esports drama, so...
And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. And that's saying a lot, considering whom I've run into so far. I was just about to say that.
I think
top one.
Yeah, we're giving everyone the benefit of the doubt. We love everyone.
With that level of excitement always gushing out, I can only imagine how much enjoyment she gets out of life. What can I say? People love winning, and it seems like she wins a lot, at least between bursts of, what did Iris call it? Saltiness?
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like it's creepy.
She snaps her fingers to grab my attention.
So are you gonna quarter up or not? Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
From what I've seen, I know I couldn't beat a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game. Nope. No thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working.
You work here? I kind of like this last one.
Yeah. I like that one. You bet. In fact, I was just hired earlier. I'm the new floor attendant. If the game eats your quarter, come to me.
Wait, you're serious? Okay then, well, welcome aboard this runaway train. Hey, they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her.
Flirting.
I'm Skynet. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them some time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to start a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in vast clay oven.
Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time.
I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect.
Thanks.
No problem. We gamers gotta stick together. I'm Queen Bee, by the way, agro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
I figured that when you put your arms all over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee."
Hey, I do not sound like that. Well, maybe a little. Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here besides Pear and Teo. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy.
Oh, great. Now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool, too.
You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right?
Nope. I literally have no idea what you are talking about.
Really? Have you been living under a rock for the past decade?
If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes.
Oh, you sweet, sweet summer child. You are so innocent and pure. Come, let me show you the path to the darkness that is the internet.
Do you last one?
The last
Or second one?
I like the last one because it's accurate.
It's funny. Yeah. I'm torn. On one hand, I'm curious. On the other, I'm slightly worried as to what I'm going to get myself into. Exposing myself fully to the horrors of the internet seems unwise.
Please. I promise it's not gonna hurt.
+1 with the queen bee.
So we can go into it. Yeah. So we can see. Oh. Okay.
Look at us. Look at us.
We apparently are very, very compassionate. It's not gonna hurt.
Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up.
You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam there, it broadcasts to my own personal PC back home, which then stream matches live to all of my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. It cost a bit to put everything together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning. But after doing this here for a couple of years, it's easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras, damaging the paint job, Anyway, I prefer to stream for the Funplex than from home. There's so much to miss out on sitting out your lonesome with the console version of FOD. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community.
Oh, wait. You are broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now?
No, that was part of my warm-up matches. I've got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get out as much practice in as possible. Even if it is with a bunch of fodder. As in FOD-der. As in, chum. Lunch meat. Scrubs. Losers.
I got the idea, yes. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet.
My crew's starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it?
At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern.
Beep. With a little heart. That's so cute.
I gotta go live in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, right?
Sure. One thing. Can you keep the swearing down at least a little? We've got kids around here, and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin.
Him? Sure. But for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Now, if you excuse me, there's some butts out there I need to kick. Later.
And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her Fist of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig, and the shouting and milder swearing starts up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Passion seems to run deep in this arcade. Everybody's spirit, brain with passion for, well, various things. But hey, passion's passion. She seems to like me, which will make my job easier in the long run. There's a huge FOD community in this arcade, despite being a tiny strip mall joint. Good to know. Let's see what to handle next.
So I'm thinking after we do the next one, it should probably be the end of the stream because we've been going for 2 hours so far. So
yeah, and I will say, usually with these types of games, the first, you have to do all the setup,
Yeah. Okay, a large crowd around the Showtime stage, so the DDR is going wild.
In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my ship was a complete and utter solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see people do come to the arcade, but it's quite a crowd that's assembling. Larger than Queen Bee's team was, rowdier too. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way, pave my own path of safety.
We love a safety lover. We love it.
This part sounds like me, right?
Yeah.
As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback right to 1980s.
This is perfect because, Eurovision's on right now, so.
Yeah. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. A pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play.
Showtime Stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the color spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Skynet?
I've had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to the young man leaning up against the back wall.
Ooh, another potential, perhaps? Ooh, okay.
Dancer.
Oh, sorry, that's me. Did you see that, Teo? I got my first AA on Stop the Beat.
Yeah, I did. You're doing great.
Sorry, excuse me. Hello,
They
Teo.
look like twins, kind of, don't they? Like they're dressed similarly, anyway.
I think they might be on a crew.
Yeah.
Remember last month?
Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song. Totes impressive.
I'm gonna keep practicing and one day maybe even surpass you.
Hey, I hope you do.
Oh,
and when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song. Can you blame me?
No one would ever blame you.
I'm getting really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Oh,
You can go ahead.
I'll take it. How about you? You want to take the spotlight?
I think not. Working. I'm not one for dancing with strangers. You know what dancing leads to.
What is this, fucking Footloose? Like...
Me falling on my face in front of all of these people. Either that or my customers enjoying a trip to the emergency room with a shattered foot. I'd rather not horribly embarrass myself right now. Let's save that for later.
'Tis a downright shame, but you can't blame me for trying. How could I resist to ask a person such as yourself?
Oh!
We gotta flirt! Caught my eye the moment you walked over. I really like reading him as like, I'm doing my fuckboy voice for
yeah.
Here. Hey, wait, you're new here, right?
Oh, yes, very.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Teo's the best! Greatest guy here! He's sort of like our leader. Yeah.
Oh, please. I'm nothing, really.
He looks directly into my eyes.
Give me the lip bite. Nothing special.
Oh.
I'd just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super cool. I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang. So what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
Teo outstretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his.
Politely decline.
Politely decline. Teo's a persistent one, but at least he's not mean about it. Maybe after I've played Showtime stage multiple times. Alone. Possibly in the dark. Look, I appreciate the offer, but I don't know if this one's for me. I'd like to avoid injuring anyone, notably myself.
With enough practice, you'll get it. Plus, I could always teach you.
Yeah, I think I'll pass. I'm actually on the clock right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Skynet.
Really? But I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage, now that I think about it.
He's out. I'm in. I'm currently year 0 of the floor attendant Skynet regime.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Skynet. I hope we get to know each other well. Look, he's winking. He's winking.
Indeed. For someone who loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet.
True. Most of these times during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone's happy and having a blast.
But what about you and your feelings? Teo shrugs.
My happiness comes from making other people happy. So he's a fuckboy with a heart of gold. We love to see it. That's all I need in life.
Which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it?
No, these are all good options.
I think the workplace safety video is really funny.
Yeah.
Good. We can start by getting to know workplace safety together. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you've got to break up the band. Unless you want to film one of those retro 1960s public service announcement videos where everyone loses a leg dancing off the stage and into the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
+1!
I guess we're kind of overdoing it a little. Shaking hands with danger. Hey, when the heat is on, the lights are shining, these things happen. I'll take care of it.
Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Teo jumps up on the stage, cups his hands over his mouth.
Hey, listen! We just need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear.
Oh, man, but why? I like my spot.
Hey now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. It's Skynet's first day, so let's show them some respect.
I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great. Now I'm going to be known as the party pooper. I guess I've had much worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time, I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week.
Nasty.
Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Skynet's just doing their job.
Reluctantly, the cloud reshuffles itself into a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me.
Better?
I nod, genuinely impressed with how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen to him and have the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better.
I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course, you know. Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. Well, I'll be here dancing until closing time.
As long as that dancing is within the law, carry on. Officer Skynet has spoken. I start to walk away, ready for my next venture, when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Teo. Hey, thanks.
No problemo.
Well, I feel nice and accomplished. Do you think that's a good stopping point?
I think that's a good place to stop. We're gonna save. This was like really fun. I really enjoyed this.
It was. Did you have fun doing voices? You were doing a really good job.
Yes, I did. Like my throat really hurts now, but I wasn't.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I think next time we play, fingers crossed, I won't be sick. And I can really go real deep into the voices. I have to remember, like, the bear is British, and then fuckboy surfer. I gotta keep these in mind.
But I will say, just for the record, for the chat purposes, I think there's going to be more decisions as as things progress. It's just when you get the prep work in, like, it's kind of backstory stuff. So
yeah, you gotta set the scene for everything. But
yeah.
Anyway, thank you for everyone who hung out with us tonight. We hope you had a really good time. We will be back sometime soon, next week probably.
Not doing this.
No,
we'll be knick-knacking more than likely.
Yeah, we'll be knick-knacking, chatting, just having a little chatteroon sometime next week, probably next Saturday, I think. All right.
Like not this Saturday, next
Saturday. No, not this Saturday coming up, the one after that. Let me pull up my shiny calendar here. the 20th. No? Yeah. No, the 20th is this week. The 27th.
Let me pull it up here.
20, the
yes,
27th.
the 27th.
20th, no. 27th, yes. Anyway, we hope you have a fantastic night, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.